case scenario, you're going to be the reason for the new anti-fragrance cologne perfume policy. Just don't do it, but outside of work, man, these fragrances hit, and they hit hard. Each of these fragrances is either something that someone stopped me and said, I need to know what you're wearing, or someone slapped me in the face with it walking past me. I go, that's what these fragrances are. It's that kind. It's that dying. It's that chasing someone down the grocery store aisle to ask them what the fragrance they're wearing is. That's what we're talking about today. Let's just jump right into it. Alright, so my first one. This is a weird one. This reminds me a little bit of Leighton, but it's not. It's very different, but it's mentholated. This is from the house of Lalique, and this is Brioni Intense. Right off the bat, you have this huge mentholated hit of Italian bergamot, and this is the EDP Intense version. It's got a dang water hose for an atomizer. And yeah, just right out the bat, you're getting punched in the face with that Italian bergamot citrus. As it sits, it just stays fruity, but it doesn't leave, it doesn't dissipate. It's a little bit more expensive, $70, $80, but what you're getting is a super, super rare, uncommon scent profile. That is real heavy, energetic, citrus, fruity, but also musky and masculine. So that's my first one, Brioni Intense. My next one, I don't have this fragrance, but actually, what am I saying? I do have this fragrance. I don't have the full size. I have decant, so I picked the cologne version of it to show today. And man, this fragrance, you either love it or you are picketing outside of the designer, praying, God, dear God, please stop, 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 have mercy, stop. And this is none other than Harry Styles and Daniel Craig's Wet Dream, and it's Tobacco Vanille. This is the clone version. This is Maison Alhambra's Tobacco Touch. A little bit sweeter than the original, but no one wants to see me whip out a decant. They want to see the bottle. So Tobacco Vanille is masterful, but I like tobacco scents. And if you don't like tobacco scents, you won't like it. This is a fragrance that if I sprayed twice, there would be bugs, spiders, committing seppuku, harikari, samurai style, diving off of the walls because they couldn't take it anymore. It is strong. The sillage is second to none. It lasts forever. People who wear this like to bathe in it, and that makes it a lot worse because of how strong it is by itself. People who love it. People who hate it would rather claw their eyes out. They would rather run through a field of needles and then jump in a salted lemon juice bath afterwards than have to smell this one more time. Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. I'm one of those people that loves it. And I do. Okay. Up next, we got a classic. An absolute classic. A baller, a banger. And it's from the house of Versace Versace Eros. This, once upon a time, people use it for clubbing. I used it for my orchestra performances. You could smell me the second I opened that door to the building. They said, "Oh God, here he comes. Get your nose plugs ready." This is a gorgeous, well made. Honestly, it breathes quality. Fruity, fresh, sweet, citrus, energetic, but also a little delicate. And what I mean by that is it's not abrasive. It's not an abrasive fragrance. It's also not heavy on those savory notes and the vanilla. I don't even know if it has vanilla, but that makes it stand out from Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramalt, because it does share a little bit of that DNA, but this is harsher. It's not smooth like Ultramalt is. Most people, I would say, have either complimented somebody wearing Eros or been complimented. It is not your fragrance if you want to blend in, and that can be a very good thing. Next. This is similar in its purpose, and this is from the house of Haramain Amber Oud series. This is a clone of Herbapura's Gold by Davidoff. So this is Amber Oud Gold edition. Now, there is little utility for this fragrance other than just being an absolute fruit bomb. You've heard of spice bomb. This is a fruit bomb. You cannot pick out a single fruit note in this. It's all just together, very well blended. It's like you walked into some sort of I don't know, where do they blend fruits? It's one of those places. It's been a long day. But it's super fresh, energetic, and I was listening to a story of this guy. He gave a non-frag ed, someone just getting into the community, Herbapura Gold, and I think it was like Polo Black, or I can't remember what it was, all spicier fragrance that is more inoffensive, and the dude liked gold. I don't know why. This is a unisex scent, and the reason why I say I don't know why is because this is kind of you gotta build up a taste for it. It's an adaptive taste. Herbapura Gold. You like it when you spray it. It gets compliments, but to spray it for a long period of time, you're like, get this off of me, typically. But people love it, and it's a compliment magnet, and you're gonna have to spray it one or two more times, but it will fill up a room, and there will be no doubt in anyone's mind that you are there. Okay, next one. Let's just rip it off. This is the giant killer. This is the most fragrance you can buy for $30. This is the absolute terror of every gym and workplace that has young people that have no idea how to wear fragrances, and they bathe in this stuff. And of course, this is from the house of Armaf, Club de Nuit's Intense. A clone of Aventus. Notice, Aventus is not on this list. I have Aventus too. It's not on this list. Aventus is more subtle. Aventus is spicier. Aventus is just a little more chill, professional. Not this. This slaps you in the face and says, I'm here, baby. I'm here. Tell you what, go ahead. Try to spray 2-3 sprays. It's pushing it, but you might be okay. Spray 5 or 6 times. You might start feeling a little woozy. Spray it 8 or 9 times. Well, you will not be able to leave the house. You spray this 10 to 12 times, and people start calling you because they can smell it from outside your house. They say, I don't know if this cat's dead and his body's just decomposing. I don't know what that smell is, but someone's gonna have to do something about it. You spray 15, 16 of these, and you will get a cease and desist letter from your local police department. You spray 18, 19, and the National Guard will be sent to stop you. And if you spray 25, you are going to get a letter from the United Nations warning you of your impending arrest for your crimes against humanity. That's how bad it is. True story, true story. The people that wear this fragrance, man, not all of them, obviously, not all of them, but they think they can just take a bath in this. This is the best performing, longest lasting, greatest projecting fragrance I've ever tried. Ever. And they bathe in it. They bathe in it. Don't know why. Let me tell you something, friends. 2 sprays. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, next. We're gonna do a new guy that's fresh to the fight here. This is, again, from the house of Armaf, and this is Mandarin Sky. This, I've said over and over again, one of the weirdest bottles in my mind. It opens up similar, not the same, but similar to Fame by Paco Rabanne, which is a perfume. Super fresh, super fruity, citrus, obviously. It's called Mandarin Sky. It starts off with a big alcohol blast, and you smell it, and you're like, God dang, this takes me back to going to the beach, and y'all, I don't tan. I go from the color of mayonnaise all the way to the color of a tomato. 0 in between. It's like 1 second I'm just there, almost translucent. I look like my skin tone be like about the same as a half-cooked onion, and then all of a sudden, and I've even gone to purple before. That was impressive and very scary. But it also taught me that you gotta use sunscreen, and that's straight up what this smells like in the opening notes, but it's deceptive. When it chills, it actually is a dang good fragrance, and it's musky, and it projects well. People are not going to know what to make of this though, but they're going to make something of it, and they're going to stop you and be like, what in God's name are you wearing? Are you going to the beach? Say, no. I meant to smell like this. It's good. Every time that I get new fragrances, I test them out right. I sprayed that with about 5 or 6 other fragrances, and it outperformed them all. So I can't recommend most of Armaf fragrances that I have in my collection enough. I'm on the fence about this one still, but it's a projection performance monster, and I like that. Next. Man, this is one of those fragrances that for better or worse. I'll wear this. And I get stopped, man. People are just like, what the heck are you wearing? Like, scent trail, like, you remember the old Looney Tunes cartoons with Pepe Le Pew? And how when he walks, he's a skunk. When he walks, he leaves this big old scent trail behind him. That's this. When you wear this guy, you leave a 20-foot scent trail behind you. If someone comes near you, they can smell him. This is Zino. And what's amazing about this is EDT. This is EDT. This is not an EDP or a Parfum extrait. This EDT. I go back and forth on whether I actually like this fragrance. It's uncertain, but every time I wear this, I get stopped. People are like, what are you wearing? Sometimes they like it. Other times, they don't tell me they dislike it. They just say, I want to know what you're wearing. Weird, musky, lots of notes, and vanilla in the base makes it warm. It's not bad, but it is an acquired taste, and it's not universally loved. I'll tell you that much. It's not universally loved. Okay. Man. I feel like this is going good so far. What about you? This is fun, actually. I really like this. I like this video. I'm having fun. Okay, next one is gonna be, again, from the house of, well, I said again, I guess. I actually haven't done anything from Lattafa so far. Okay, this is not a fragrance that I like. I don't like this guy. I don't wear this guy. I'm allergic to this guy. But when I make videos, I'm not making it based on my preferences. Obviously, I tell you if I like something, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But this fragrance fit perfectly here. And just because I don't like it does not mean it ain't making the cut. From the house of Lattafa, this is Assad. Now, this is another polarizing scent. Some people like it, some don't. Some people like it when you dress up. Some people like it once in a while. This is a clone of Sauvage Elixir. It smells just like it. In its defense, I don't like Sauvage Elixir. So, it's not just like I don't like Assad. I don't like the fragrance it's cloning. Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. It's fruity, but it's dull. It's woodsy. It's not. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. But tell you what, man. The people that like this fragrance, they love it, and good for them. More power to them. Even as I just sniffed it right then, like I can feel my nostrils going crazy. I don't know what's in that I'm allergic to, but it's a shame. It's a shame. Okay. Let's see, we got 3, 6, 7, 8. We got 3 more. Okay. My point exactly. I just had to stop it because I started sneezing. I don't know what is in Assad, but it's okay. Let's finish up so I can liberate myself from this room. Okay. I think y'all know this is coming. From the house of Lattafa, you have Kamrah. This is Qahwa, but also the original Kamrah does great too. You spray it, to me it smells like butterscotch off the base. This is one of the greatest performing, greatest projecting fragrances of all time. Yeah, right off the base, you have the fruitiness, kind of almost like apple brandy, but it's not. When it sits, the fruitiness dissipates, and you have a very close rendition to Angel Share. difference is Angel Share sucks. Angel Share has awful projection, awful sillage. I have Angel Share too. I have all of these. And I love Angel Share more than life itself some days. But Angel Share by Killian, it does not perform well. So I'm so glad that fragrances like this one exist. Fruity off the bat, as is its vanilla, boozy, spicy fragrance awaits you. And as it sits and dries down, closest thing to perfection in a bottle right now, I swear. Closest thing to it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And man, I feel guilty about telling everybody. It's like sometimes you want to keep these things your little secret, but that's not me. I want to share. If I find good news, good fragrance, I want to share it with everybody. This right now, I can tell you, is awesome. And it also has the prize of most Karens triggered. I've had more Karens triggered wearing this fragrance than anyone else, and that means good things to me. Okay. Up next, we have a classic from the house of Cremo. We have Spice and Black Vanilla. Spice in the form of cardamom, cashmere wood, and vanilla. All it is, simple. I was at the gym and a girl was wearing this. I was like, that is the weirdest gym fragrance ever, but that's one of them, right? Like, I knew. It's actually weird. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I didn't know if it was this fragrance or Tobacco Vanille, because the vanilla is so prominent, so sweet in both of them. But I was like, man, ain't nobody wearing Tobacco Vanille to the gym, so they were wearing this. Very cheap. It used to be sold in places like TJ Maxx, so I think a lot of people have it. $10 to $12 when I got it. Lately, it's been more like $20, but gorgeous fragrance. Projects well. Awesome. Awesome fragrance. Spice, Black Vanilla. Wear it during fall, wear it during winter. Do not, for all good things, or all things good and holy, do not wear this in the summer. Do not wear it during any kind of hot months. Do not spray this on skin and go sweat. It is awful, and it will get bad very fast, very fast. Okay. Last one. This should come as no surprise. The most polarizing scent ever made. The greatest lady killer or lady deflector. Either one. People love this, or they hate it, or people love to hate it. Never wear this to work. Never wear this to an intimate setting until you know the people or the person you're with likes it. It's a good way to end things real quick. And this is from the house of Mancera Red Tobacco. The most polarizing fragrance that Mancera possibly could have come up with. There have been other clones of this. Actually, I just saw one at TJ Maxx, a company called Monarch. They call it Red Tobacco Vanilla. It looks just like this in this bottle. I might pick it up, I don't know. I have so many Red Tobacco clones already that I don't wear. I have gotten more compliments on Red Tobacco than any other fragrance, but I've gotten a whole lot of ews as well. So, what are you getting? It's like you just stepped into a cigar lounge and maybe a toss of cherry or two in there. I mean, it is strong. That's the thing of beauty, it's art. And I love it. But man, is this a divisive scent. Beautiful. Beautiful piece. I love having in my collection. I love looking at it. It's gorgeous. But hey, man, do not wear that to work. Whatever you do, bad things will happen. That's it. Those are 11 fragrances that make you stand out. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. These fragrances are not for blending in. These fragrances are not for work. These fragrances are to assert power, to walk in like a boss, to impress that special someone, to be memorable. All of these 100% count, and there's a lot more. These are just 11 I picked today. I'm sure there'll be another one coming soon. Thank you all for joining me. My nose is all plugged up now because of Assad, so I'm gonna go take some antihistamines. Worth it.